Hello guys, welcome to today's video. I hope it meets you well, and I hope it meets you wanting to sew up some stuff. Okay. Now, if you didn't know already, this is the Chin and Just Sewing Space where we learn to and style the wardrobe of our dreams. And today's dream make is making, or rather copying your old clothes so that you can let them go. Let them go, folks. Case in point, this top of mine here that I deeply love, but can you see what's going on here? Can you see that? Can you see that the fabric is screaming to be set free? Yeah, this is me, or has been me. So I love the top so much. I love the styling of it and everything. So I decided to make a copy of it before I let it go. And basically that's what we'll be doing today in this video. I show you guys how to copy this draped neck, cowl neck top. See how bad it is over here. So I show you guys how to do it. I had this leftover fabric from Minerva, a white one, because I had used up the black. But yeah, all I would say is that if you're remaking something, it's always faster and easier to use a like for like fabric. You get? So this is a two-way stretch fabric, right? And what I'm using to remake is also a two-way stretch. If I was ever going to make this with a woven fabric, and also guys, if you want to know about fabrics, I have a whole video explaining what woven, non-woven, stretch fabrics. I explain all that in this video so that the terms don't seem too strange to you guys, right? So if I was going to use a woven fabric for this, I would think about putting an opening. Not even think, I would put an opening, because you need to get into your fabric. So either I put the opening at the center back here, I put it at the side, because by the nature of a cowl neck fabric, there is space in the head for you to, like put your whole head in. The only issue would be the sides, okay, so that they fit you well. Even if you're going to get a four-way stretch fabric, the weight of the fabric also matters, because it affects the stretch and all that good stuff. Luckily for me, the fabric that I'm using is close to this. It's a little bit heavier than this, but it's a four-way stretch fabric, so that helps. Okay, so without rambling on too much, let's get into the tutorial of how we copy this top, and make sure you watch to the end, because I do put on the new top for you to see. Okay guys, right? Alrighty, this is going to be a quick and easy tutorial. These are the kind of tutorials I like, comment and subscribe if you agree. Now I'm just showing you guys that the edges of this top has some ruching, which I won't be doing because I am hurting for fabric, right? Okay, so we are placing the top we want to copy on our fabric. Now that we've found out how best we want to lay it down, so now all we're going to do is just pin, and while you're pinning, you need to think of your seam allowances as well, right? You need to think of your hem. You need to think of the seam allowance on the armhole, and right now it's very important that your side seams match up. Okay, so that's why I'm taking the time to pin them, and you need to straighten everything out, because this is a stretchy fabric and it does kind of want to roll on itself. So you need to stretch everything out to make sure everything is equal on both sides. Okay, so we've done that. I am now going to mark, right, the side seam. Because I've pinned it, it's just easy for me to turn it over and mark. Then I will also go into the armhole, right, and this is the back pattern we are creating. Okay, then I also do the neckline. Sorry, you can't see that part. Okay, so now that I'm cutting, I am normally, if this wasn't a stretch fabric, you would now add the seam allowance, but because it's a stretch fabric, I'm working with negative ease, so I'm just cutting on the pattern itself, right? So I hope you get that. Okay, so now we're done with the back. We're now onto the front. As you can see, I've pinned again on the side seams, the armhole, and the shoulder as well. Okay, and it's the same thing for the front. We'll just use our chalk and mark everything out. Now, as you can see, that side seam at the front, the gathers or the ruching at the front that I was talking about, I'm just going to make that a straight line. Okay, you'll actually see me do it here. I will just make it a straight line because, like I said, I'm not going to add in the gathers because there isn't enough fabric. Alrighty, take everything out, pin, cut, and yeah, that's the first part done. So now, guys, we are sewing everything up, and if I didn't say before, everything we cut out, we're cutting out on fold. All right, top we were copying was on fold for the back seam and for the back and the front, and it was the same thing for the fabric we were cutting out with this white fabric. Okay, so I just sewed up the shoulders, and now I'm trying to finish up the back neckline because I'm not going to do anything to the front because it's a cowl neckline. This is a stretchy fabric, it won't fray. So I've just sewn it, and this is like a bias binding technique I'm using. Okay, so I just sew it down, flip it over on the inside, and I sew it down again. Simple. So believe it or not, we're done. Okay, after this, I'm just going to hem up the armhole, hem up the sew up the hem, and sew up the side seams, and that is literally it, you guys. So that's me doing up the hem, that's me doing up the armhole, and yeah, I will try it on now. So if you like this type of content, give it a thumbs up, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.